CTV Calgary, local breaking news.
Good afternoon. A protest is underway at Calgary's International Airport. The airport is one of 4 locations in Canada where flight attendants are holding what they call a National Day of Action. They're standing in silence in uniform to make a point about contract talks with Air Canada. If the two sides don't reach an agreement, the flight attendants could walk off the job as early as Saturday. A sticking point is that Air Canada flight attendants are only paid when the airplane is in flight.
Currently, a lot of the duties that flight attendants are responsible for are unpaid. Whenever the aircraft's not in motion, flight attendants are not being paid. So boarding, deplaning, pre-flight safety checks, pre-flight briefings, and delays. In Canada right now, when a flight is delayed, passengers are compensated for their time, crew is not.
Air Canada flight attendants are also protesting at airports in Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver. Police say they're investigating a road rage incident which left one person injured. It happened just before 9 this morning on Martin Valley Way in the Northeast. Investigators say what started as road rage ended with a person being assaulted with a weapon. The victim is in stable condition and was assessed by paramedics at the scene. One person is in custody. A fire broke out in a southwest Calgary building this morning around 3:30. Fire crews were called to 17th Avenue. When they arrived, they found light smoke and could see a small fire inside. It was an abandoned building with no one inside. There's no structural damage. No word yet on what sparked the fire. The investigation continues into the cause of an explosion and fire last night. The Calgary Fire Department says a man was taken to hospital with third-degree burns to 50% of his body. Just after 8, there was a small explosion and fire on the 5th floor of the Emerald Hotel and Suites on Sunridge Boulevard. Damage was limited to one room. A dog was also injured and was taken to an emergency vet clinic. Albertans can now pre-order their COVID and flu vaccines, but it's only available for a limited time. You have until September 30th to place your order for both shots. The province still isn't indicating how much you'll have to pay for the COVID vaccine. The head of Alberta's Federation of Labor says he's deeply concerned about the province's rollout plan, especially for healthcare workers. Gil McGowan points out there are too many barriers, including preventing pharmacies from administering the COVID shot. McGowan is also concerned there won't be enough vaccine available. The province has ordered 200,000 fewer doses than those given last year. The number of bear warnings and area closures in Kananaskis country continues to grow. It's prompted the deployment of a team of experts to educate locals and tourists about how to be safe. Kathy Lee has more on the boom in bear encounters this year.
Amidst the beauty in Kananaskis, the land bursts with berries. And where there are these juicy fruits, there are bears.
With bear spray.
An increase in Bruin activity in the area.
They're all over the place. Black bears and grizzly bears.
Prompted Derek Ryder and his team to set up at the Canmore Nordic Centre to alert visitors.
This is really important, especially for tourists who don't live here or are knowledgeable.
Alberta Parks confirms there are now 17 bear warnings and closures in various popular areas in Kananaskis country.
The Forestry and Parks Ministry says in July and August, bears are focused on eating as many buffalo berries as they can. The reason there have been an increase in human and bear encounters is because of the bumper berry crop, thanks to ideal weather.
We had a great amount of rain, but we also had warm at the right time.
Alberta Parks advises visitors to make noise, travel in groups, be aware of surroundings and bear warnings, keep pets on a leash, and carry bear spray anytime they're on the trails. These are precautions Howard Maw now takes every time in the backcountry after a grizzly lunged at him and his wife on a trail in Kananaskis country last month.
The lesson for us is that no matter what, if it's a short hike, even if you think it'll be a popular one with lots of people around, always be prepared.
The province says it's always looking for new ways to improve human-wildlife coexistence with various strategies to teach bears to be wary of people.
All the bear cares about is his berries.
But education for people about the bears also crucial.
If you run across a bear, stop, talk, walk. Stop. Assess what that bear is doing. If it's just got its head in the bush and it's just eating, leave it alone.
Sound advice so that animal and human can both enjoy the beauty of nature and go home happy. Kathy Lee, CTV News, Kananaskis country.
Wings of Hope for Africa, distributing more than 100 backpacks in Calgary over the weekend. They were filled with toys and school supplies.
It's very important because education needs to be accessed for everybody, regardless of their religions or background. Because when kids are educated, you have future leaders. So it's very important for us to educate this young kid when they're still small. And support families with the basic needs, so that way there is no barrier to send kids back to school.
Wings of Hope for Africa was founded in 2011 to combat poverty in Burundi, Rwanda, and Calgary. Thanks for joining us. We'll have more on the top stories coming up on CTV News at 5 and 6 or anytime online at ctvnews.ca/Calgary.